everyone, Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to episode 17 of season 3 for Lucifer. Excited to check out what happens in this episode, especially with the debacle at the end of the last episode with Lucifer and Cain having to part ways, with Lucifer doing the hard thing and looking out for Chloe because, of course, this has been all about trying to fix Cain's immortality situation, but with Chloe in mind and worrying about losing her, that's kind of forced Lucifer to do something that is not something that he would usually do. As he said to Cain in the last episode, cancelling this pact was a very hard thing for him to process, so... Yeah, but it will be very interesting to see what happens, especially on Cain's perspective. Like, is he going to leave LA like he threatened to do so earlier this season? Or is he going to go with the worry that's on top of my mind, which is perform some kind of betrayal on Lucifer in order for him to get what he desires? So... yeah, we shall wait and see. But it was a really great episode last time around, especially with Abel and saying goodbye to Abel as well after Abel was hit by that ambulance. So, yeah, like I said, it'll be very interesting to see what happens in this episode with the pact being written off. So with that said, let's get into episode number 17 of season 3 of Lucifer. Let's go. We're being introduced to a nice... dance piece. Oh! Oh my goodness!
Oh my God, Jill!
Well. Yeah, I think she's dead.
Get off his radar for a bit, you know. Mellow out.
Just needs time to process, especially. Oh my goodness, Cain!
Now that is a compliment.
It says really nice arms, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nah, because that'd be really awkward and weird, you and me here talking about a third arm. And I need to go check on a lab thingy.
Ella's trying, though.
Whoa.
I've done the Europe tours.
Let's not panic until we know exactly
Big
what
concern at
happened
the
here.
minute.
Jill's dead, Rowan, and it was supposed to be Azara.
Yes, which means the shadowy assassin would likely try again. And again. Until the
Get the
butchery
right
is done.
target. It just seems suspicious last
He's
minute.
right. As long as Azara's
shifting.
in the spotlight.
Brought you a gift to, you know, bury the hatchet.
To make
I
amends.
don't want to lose you, Maze.
Was that rough enough?
And so, I lost him in a deal. No man is worth what we have.
Some of Azara's spotlight and fishnets as severance pay.
Why am I here?
I'll ask the questions, Patty.
Boy, I always knew Cher was a feisty one.
I'm Donovan McCann, Patrick's lawyer.
To be Azara. But my version.
Oh. Kind of like
Which is why
taking
I
the
could never
spotlight
want her dead.
from Azara.
How could I compete with her if she was kaput?
Yes.
There you go.
Where were you last
It would be
night?
it's eliminating the
Performing my
competition
act
in a
at the
very
Hideaway.
brutal way, right?
I'm not afraid. Just realised I've been a tad myopic lately. Why not spread the
You
love?
just look up
I mean,
as
everyone
well.
deserves a little Lucifer.
How generous of you.
Thank you very much. After me.
How has she not smacked him?
LAPD!
Seems I'm not the only one ignoring you. Perhaps you're just not that interesting,
Dead?
detective.
Benny died the day before that firework exploded. So,
Oh.
Benny is not our killer. He's our first murder victim.
So Benny's suicide was staged before the attack at the bowl.
Yeah, a frame job to cover up the real killer's tracks, which means major premeditation.
And that Azara's still in serious danger.
The killer's still out there. Exactly.
This month's winner is...
Well, oh goodness. Good on Pauline.
No, seriously, man, I'm happy. You know, I'm ready to start dating. Hell, you and I are even friends.
Oh God.
Friendlier.
Yeah.
Like a beaten dog scrounging on the side of the road. Just waiting to get mowed down by the next tsunami of crap.
Very deep. That's just like...
Wow.
Terrible choice. I'll do it.
Look, what we found in the laundry chute. I'm gonna head back to the homestead to expedite ballistics. You wanna come?
Excellent plan. Why don't you
someone-
go with Miss Lopez, and I will keep you safe.
Someone must have
you
planted
little
this
gem.
So you're
to
gonna be my
divert
bodyguard?
their
Are you even a real
trail.
cop?
Your duties are revoked.
Right.
What?
Yes, you said duties.
Oh, for crying out loud. Ruler of Hell acting like a kid. I'm kidding. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I've got this. Thank you, Rob. Bob. Yes.
What if Bob did it?
Now, please tell me, how can I better focus my attention?
I don't know. It
on
would just
you?
hurt Lucifer, wouldn't it? If Bob did
You
it.
can make yourself useful.
Voice of an angel.
God, it would be if your A flat wasn't out of tune.
Beg your
Oh
Perhaps
no.
it's used. His perfect pitch allows you to hear what others
You don't disrespect
No, never mind.
Lucifer
I
and
need
his
a break
piano.
anyway.
Maybe the goose is a pain in the ass.
Okay. Unless you got something else to say, I'm leaving.
I do have something else to say. You're under arrest for the murder of Jill Murray.
Oh, but
and
it wasn't him,
attempted
was
murder of
it?
Zara.
No. Wait.
It wasn't him that yeah, someone wanted him to take the fall.
But at least I don't claim to be the good one. Pretend to stand on some moral high ground. You know, despite all the books you've read, all the degrees on your wall, you forgot the one rule that matters. Hoes before bros.
Well, it's pretty tricky to follow that rule when you seem to have slept with half of Los Angeles.
Oh
And yet you
shit.
begrudge
Oh
me
no,
the
this is
one
not
man
gonna go
I've
down
cared
well.
about in a really long time.
Poor
And
Charlotte.
yet I still
Go to hell.
Okay, great start. All part of
Poor
the
Charlotte,
process.
she's just like there, like.
Good time for a breather?
we're done.
I love sex.
What a coincidence, me too.
Oh my.
And this may be a first.
Okay.
I'm really not in the mood.
Who are you and what have you done with the realist?
You know what? I don't think you like me.
Trying to convince as my father. Well, I defied him, and he's big on that.
But this
Eye
is
for
it
eye
though.
sort
He's
of
not going to
thing.
be naive, and he's going to
So I'm
know
afraid that he's going to come after
that you're doing this to
the things
protect
that I
him.
care about the most.
Well, you're a cop, sort of. Get a restraining order or something.
Well, I'm afraid it's not that simple.
No.
Dad's all powerful.
Works in government.
Rules the universe.
Freaking politicians. Well, hey, if it helps, between you and the things you're passionate about in this life,
That's it.
it ain't worth living.
It is sad if you don't
Thank you, my
act
self-centered
on
diva, for
those,
your
I guess, passions,
counsel. Has
like
been
writing,
noted.
etc.
Hey, I don't know about you.
Father, or drag my brother into one of your schemes to remove your mark. This ends now.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck, I'm way ahead of you. I got my hopes up.
The Menadel was just expecting another fight.
If you passed your test,
How come your
why don't you have your wings
abilities?
back?
Well, maybe my test has multiple parts. If so, that's okay. It's God's will, right?
How do you do that? How do you stay so positive?
It's called faith, Years.
Give me the microphone.
Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. 'Cause you're not welcome anymore.
Oh my god, the double leading.
With goodbye, did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay
I'm loving this. Oh no. This is so good. The tension, the vocals. Plus, there's more opportunity for Tom singing, which is awesome. That was amazing.
No one's ever gonna scare me out of the spotlight. Ever.
Huh? Try me. Come on.
You!
Oh!
You were supposed to keep her safe. Remember high school? Before all of this. It was just you and me. Singing along to Beyonce. Well,
Pushed
you
out the
would sing,
spotlight
I
in
would just
her eyes.
watch. Not even for me.
Music means more to me than anything.
Passion.
You have to
She
know
has a
that by now.
passion, but yeah, Cece has a passion, but uh-oh.
Drop the knife, Cece. It's over.
No!
Oh, that...
Who's the heroic one now?
Oh! Oh, and Chloe's... Oh, no!
Why wouldn't I be okay?
Oh, look, I've been impaled!
Don't pull out!
He's more concerned about his suit, to be fair. Oh, no. Is he gonna try and pull Chloe away from Lucifer?
Hey, look at you, buddy. Seems like someone's feeling better.
There's the betrayal.
Okay.
We're back!
Not interested in hanging out with me lately, so Pierce and I are gonna go together.
Oh.
Yep, there's a knife in the
Right,
chest.
Yeah, of course. Well, have fun. I've heard she's amazing live.
Ow! Oh, Devil's heart is breaking. Oh. This is it, though. This is a betrayal in Lucifer's eyes.
I think I've made a horrible mistake.
Oh, no, no, Lucifer. Why are we doing this? Why are we punishing me? Why? Why? But you could see the pain on his face, yeah, I'm not happy. I am not happy. This is it, though. It might be a betrayal in his eyes, but it's not as well. Well, it is in a sense because that's it, though. He wanted Chloe, and now he's lost her, especially with the fact that he pushed her out the spotlight. And whereas, Kane has taken Chloe away, thus betrayal, he's also hurt himself as well, by realizing that I shouldn't have pushed her out the spotlight, otherwise I would have had her still. And it just breaks your heart, so... Yeah, this show can be very cruel sometimes. Yeah, it can be very, very testing when, you have moments like Lucifer and Chloe, they're about to, move one step closer to becoming a couple again, and then it gets yanked away. Furthermore, Kane knows what Kane read the room perfectly, of course, and still he decided to yank Chloe away from Lucifer. But then again, Kane isn't exactly, the nicest guy in the world, is he? Being the first murderer. So, yeah, but it goes, I guess it follows my theory that there would be some kind of betrayal, and this was a betrayal in some capacity because of the fact that, well, I'm not sure in Lucifer's perspective that he that he thinks that Kane knows about Lucifer and Chloe, but still, it is a betrayal of a sense because you know what was going on between two characters, and you decided, nah, I'm not letting that slide. I'm going to take her away from him. So, yeah. But I feel like this is like the first seeds of what's going to happen between Kane and Lucifer, the animosity that will start. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, this episode, very interesting stuff. I'd say it's not on my top end of things in terms of my favorite episodes of Lucifer season 3, but it was still very enjoyable. I gotta say, I loved the tug of war and the performance that Lucifer and Azara, I think she was called, yeah. I loved their singing when they were singing I Will Survive. And there is a lot of tension going on because Lucifer's telling her to shut this down. Azara is following through her passion. And yeah, it was just great. And plus it's another excuse to see Tom Ellis singing once again. So we even had Tom Welling singing in this as well. So yeah, but it was really, really good. That like tension, that singing, it was really amazing. And yeah, I was surprised with Cece being the murderer. I think she was even responsible for the guy that was said to have killed himself. And yeah, it was just very interesting going through her motives because of the fact that she was not happy with the way that the world was embracing Azara, and the fact that she wanted her all to herself. And still, of course, murder's going to be excessive anyways, but she was, so obsessed to the point where, okay, you know what? Let's scare people off, and then I can hopefully entice her to end her career and end the world traveling the world. If I can get my sentences in order, that would be great. But yeah, she was hoping to scare her off, have her once again, and yeah, but yeah, it was just very, very interesting, like I said, to go into that reveal, as well as some of the topics that were brought up, especially when Azara was talking to Lucifer about passions, because of the fact that he was pushing Chloe away. And yeah, she gave a really, really good tip to just follow through your passions, especially comparing that to the scenario that was going on for Cain, when him and Dan were discussing about the when Cain was discussing about the meaningless existence of this world, and Dan was like, deep, very, very deep. But it was very, very deep, though. That like quote was just really it's heartbreaking, but it's also a very, very nicely written piece, I guess. So yeah. But yeah, it was really good to have Azara talk about following through your passions. And easily we know that Chloe is Lucifer, one of Lucifer's number one, one of the top passions for Lucifer. And now he's missed out on that. Going to Linda, I think I've made a terrible mistake. I will say it was kind of shitty as well, like, because it's not the first time that Lucifer has pushed Chloe out the spotlight. And I think at this point, Chloe just accepts it for what it is. I mean, she even, she didn't spend the entire episode clueless. Why is Lucifer doing this? She knew instantly. And this is it. It's not the first time that Lucifer has tried to ignore Chloe, tried to push her out the spotlight, and it's getting really, like, for Chloe, it must be getting real tiring. Like, yeah, Lucifer did apologize at the end, but still, it must be very, very, very tiring on Chloe's perspective, because of the fact that he keeps doing this. And yeah, Lucifer has his reasons. He's not doing this to be a dick about it. My problem is, though, even if God was going to take away Chloe, he's not going to be naive. He'll know that, hey, I see what you're doing. So yeah, if anything, Lucifer's only damaging himself and not usurping, I guess, his father's plan. So yeah, so it was really, really sad. It was kind of funny when Lucifer was handing out everything, but it was also kind of sad as well. So yeah, because there were some like funny moments, like she's a temp. Does Lucifer know she's a temp? But yeah, like I said, very heartbreaking as well, because Chloe was there and that's it. Like Lucifer's mindset, you're there. Everyone else, though, you're on my good list. So but like I said, he does have his reasons, but as I've also said, even if God was cooking up a storm to take away Chloe, he's not going to be naive when Lucifer pulls this ploy. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, the Azara bit as well was like very, very good. Like I said, there was a few scenes that I really liked, like the talk about following your passions and their singing. It was just really, really amazing stuff. And yeah, I also really liked the the whole Linda situation with Maze and Charlotte just being there like, this is great, this is fine. It is very heartbreaking because I do want Linda and Maze to be back on friendly ground. It's just, normally I would lecture Maze for not, like if she was a human, and I'm not trying to excuse her, but I would lecture her for not listening or not accepting about how distraught Linda is and what she's sacrificing. I feel like I said though, with Maze and her feelings, they are developing. She is growing, and I think this will be resolved in like the long run, whether it's the next episode or the episode after. I feel like I said, Maze needs to sit down and she needs time to process because she's still contending with, I guess, these new emotions. This is like feeling guilt, feeling I don't know, sorry, I guess, for Linda. It's not her forte really. But she has been developing new feelings and it's very uncommon. So that's why she needs to sit down and yeah. Although she'll probably be like, and then probably at some point she'll find some duct tape, fix the axe, because that thing probably was expensive. So, but yeah, I do feel for Linda. And you can see how hurt she is with this, you know, the dissolving friendship. She is distraught and she does want Maze back, but Maze is shutting the door. She's not opening the door whatsoever for which, you know, I guess that's a nice kind of parallel to well, when Linda approached her and offered the axe, I guess that was a I guess that's a nice way to call it. She wasn't opening the door, and that's it. She's not opening the door for this reconnection for herself and Linda. So, but I do believe it's coming. It's just a bit tricky at the minute with Maze. Like human emotions are not really her forte, but she is growing, and I feel like next episode after, them two might be on. Yeah, them two will be back on track. So, fingers crossed. But yeah, this was a real fun episode. Like I said, there was some really good bits of this as well, especially with the whole Zara and Lucifer thing. But it just breaks my heart with that ending. And now Lucifer's going to be kicking himself. I mean, he was at the very end, but in the long run. But yeah, like I said, I feel like with Cain, knowing that Lucifer and Chloe were, you know, being very, very cutesy after Lucifer took, like, well, I would say take a bullet, but that would be wrong. But where he, yeah, Lucifer saved Chloe's life, he knew there was chemistry. He read the room and he still acted on it. And I feel like that is going to be setting things up for like the long run of this season. It will build their feud, especially since you know, like I said, Chloe is probably one of Lucifer's greatest passions, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it'll be interesting to see what direction Lucifer's going to go. Because it's funny, we were wondering about what direction Kate's going to go after the whole deal. Maybe that's why Cain decided, let's be a dick about it and, yeah, take Chloe away. Maybe he is a bit bitter with the deal breaking. But I was going to say, it's interesting coming into this episode, we were like curious about how Cain was going to be reacting following the breakup of the deal. And now it's going to be interesting to see how Lucifer is going to cope in the next episode with, like, with the fact that he's lost Chloe to Cain. So, yeah, but, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check our videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Geeks channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. And I will see you guys next time. Toodles!